AskReddit by Dramaphon 1. What invention would you want to see in your lifetime? Dental regrowth would be friggin' sweet. Expensive, but sweet. I remember seeing something about a proposed Alzheimer's drug that causes tooth growth a few years ago. And then I've never heard of it again. Efficient water desalination and/or plastic recycling. Not just plastic. Recycling in general. People will not stop buying things they want just because of the environment, so the reducing part is off limits. We gotta get to the solution of the problem in some other way in order for this to be sustainable. An efficient way to recycle most daily stuff, glass, plastics, metals, cardboards, stuff with grease and oils, would be amazing. Cure of most genetic diseases or cancer or Alzheimer. Tinnitus cure please. Full-time operational fusion energy. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Cure for age-related deafness tinnitus. I'm trying to imagine what life would be like without the constant screaming in my ears. I can't. Universal translator. Here, put this fish in your ear. Warp drive. Star Trek or Warhammer 1. Cure for cancer or cerebral palsy, etc. Alzheimer's. Both grandfathers suffered from it and now my own father. Shit's terrible. I've been telling my children for years that in their lifetime, when they need an organ transplant, doctors will just grow an exact genetic match for them in a vat. Time to get cracking on this. This and bionics. Fuck prosthetic arms, we should have robot arms with full motion and upgrades by this point. Diabetes cure. Only 5 more years. I read about scientists in MIT and Japan working on a machine that records your dreams and allows them to be played back. I would love something like that because I have some pretty crazy dreams that I would love to experience again. This is a good one. I always think about experiencing some strange dreams again. I was promised jetpacks. Edited to at, it was a joke. That will be funny until I see everyone zooming like the Jetsons. Can't stop sending me links now. People can't even drive and this guy wants jetpacks. A time machine. Not one that physically allowed you to travel through time but something that allowed you to watch the history of the universe as its own kinda movie. Thanks for putting this into words. I was trying to think of this like something where you don't alter history but can instead watch history like a movie. Cure for Ralls and Parkinson. Oh, and golden flying cars. Geez, I want a flying car. First person on Mars would be cool, watching on a NASA live stream like when people watch the moon landing. I truly believe there will be a colony on Mars in our lifetime, assuming you're at most in your 30s. A way to fully process plastics. There's a lot of different environmental concerns we have, but plastics are a giant pain that's definitely not going away unless we work this out. Or a cheap, easy, sustainable plastic alternative. Something made out of farm waste, corn leaves, wheat chaff, soybean plants, maybe? Any human-made mechanism that can mimic the co2 recycling of trees at scale to truly change the numbers on medium and long-term climate change impact. Short-term is not good. We are genetically modifying trees to capture more carbon. Does that count? Edit. Looks like we are also working on nuclear-powered carbon capture to https://www.world-nuclear-news.org/articles/user-funds-nuclear-carbon-capture-studies. Deleted. You'd probably come out the other end as a Cronenberg version of yourself. A long-distance space shuttle, or maybe colonization of distant worlds. I always dreamed of traveling spaceside. Something like Old Man's War always appealed to me. Yeah, same here. I hope we can colonize at least Mars in my lifetime, and hopefully to the point where space travel is possible for not just a select few highly trained astronauts. Maybe even get some way of traveling faster in space so we can reach distant stars. Unlikely in my lifetime, but I can dream. Longevity technology. Considering your username and your answer, I'd say you're a pretty cheery all the time. High-speed transcontinental railway system in the USA or desalination of seawater on a mass scale. Oh. And the cure to cancer. Wasn't the inventor of 5-hour energy close to large-scale desalination of water? Medical nanites for curing disease or repairing damaged tissues, teeth, bone, muscle, nerve. Full dive VR. Surprised I needed to scroll so far down for this answer. It would certainly be better than hybrid work Zoom calls. And could go towards a Matrix-like dystopia. On the other hand, the hell of having to live through Facebook meter ads you can't skip just to access the content you want sounds like a whole other kind of torture. A small alcove in my wall that will dispense hot Earl Grey tea on command. After a fairly shaky start to the day, Arthur's mind was beginning to reassemble itself from the shell-shocked fragments the previous day had left him with. He had found a Nutrimatic machine which had provided him with a plastic cup filled with a liquid that was almost, but not quite, entirely unlike tea. The way it functioned was very interesting. When the drink button was pressed, it made an instant but highly detailed examination of the subject's taste buds, a spectroscopic analysis of the subject's metabolism, and then sent tiny experimental signals down the neural pathways to the taste centers of the subject's brain to see what was likely to go down well. However, no one knew quite why it did this because it invariably delivered a cup full of liquid that was almost, but not quite, entirely unlike tea. As a cancer survivor, the cure for cancer. Technology to record memories or dreams and make them replayable. Read only, no ability to manipulate, then it would be awesome. Faster than light travel. A streaming service that has everything. Return of proper Pirata Bay would do. Cure for hairless. This. They've cured it for mice like 60 times already. Websites without ads. Websites without pop-ups. Edit. Tell those telling me to switch from Google Chrome. Thank you. I've used Brave all my life. It's dope. Tell those telling me to use an ad blocker. Thank you. OFC like its existence. Sometimes Brave's shields have to be put down to allow an access to a site. Sometimes ad blockers have to be disabled. So, I wish for something that doesn't need any ad blockers because there's no ads to block. Sorry I didn't make it clearer. You mean return to 1994?